I know, this looks unusual.
The two biggest teen Nick shows of the early 2010s were iCarly and Victorious, two distinct shows that built upon the eventual growth of the online social media space and beyond. With one respecting it, as I've made a video on that already, and one laughing at the ridiculousness of it with you rather than at you. And I have a video on that I've been working on that'll be coming soon, most likely the Friday after next. So there was a true duality factor between both of these shows, but of course, since they're already taking place in the same world as we've seen characters make some cameos in each other's episodes before, as well as play other characters and bit roles in each other's shows like Shelby Marks or Crazy Pawnee, it was only a matter of time before these massively popular shows had a proper crossover. iParly with Victorious, treated as a special event with the runtime of about 3 episodes of a show, opted to make it an iCarly string of episodes rather than each show getting a part of the product. I mean, if you split it up and you were only doing a watch through of Victorious, you'd probably be confused when an episode pops up halfway through its runtime and it stars the cast of iCarly for some reason, so I guess it made sense to do that. And oddly enough, today that this video comes out, June 11th, is the 10th anniversary from when this special premiered on TV. And if for that reason alone doesn't get me a like on this video, then I don't know, pretty please? The baseline premise for this episode to make sense is that Carly is dating a new boy named Steven who co-lives in both Seattle and Los Angeles because of his divorced parents, and we quickly find out that he is also dating Tori as well. Thanks to a pic taken by Robbie of Steven and Tori together back in LA, Carly ends up seeing it on social media, causing her to begin questioning the validity of her relationship. Andre has plans for a party at Kenan Thompson's house after meeting him previously the other day and was granted permission to throw a small get-together for his friends before Kenan fully moves in. And it quickly turns from a private small gathering to a mass gathering once Rex, Robbie's possibly sentient ventriloquist dummy, tweets out an open invite for anyone to come. Back in Seattle, Sam really thinks that Steven is cheating on Carly while Carly is still in denial of it.
Who's not cheating on me? Denial's not just a river in Utah.
So Sam catches wind of the open invite to the party and thinks that there will be a chance to find Steven there with Tori at said party due to Tori's tweet about, well, going to the party. And like a good friend, Sam convinces Carly that she truly might be being played. Spencer takes the three of them on a road trip to LA to first visit his ex-girlfriend who is a makeup effects artist. She was convinced into helping them out and the wheels of the plan would start turning. Their plan is to look unrecognizable at the party to firsthand see if the cheating, which we all know is happening already, is actually happening. So let's see what they look like. Oh my god. What in the never-ending story is this? This is some weird uncanny valley we're all diving into here, and maybe this should be in my darkest series here on the channel. Anyway, nightmare fuel aside, it's time to head to the party.
Straight up!
Straight up! I wanted to do it too.
Once the party is successfully infiltrated, Carly spots Steven giving the exact same charm bracelet and whispering the same sweet nothings to Tori that he had gave and said to her earlier. Then he ends up kissing her in front of Carly, which pretty much cements that, yeah, he's cheating on you. Carly comes to terms with what just happened as Sam and Freddie comfort her, or kind of comfort her. They take off their horrifying makeup and in walks Tori, who is a fan of the iCarly web show, recognizes them, and she gets into a back and forth with Carly about Steven's cheating habits. For a second it almost felt like they were about to throw down just like the Shelby Marks match, but things quickly de-escalated. They all then begin to devise a plan to get back at Steven to put him on blast for what he has done and so he doesn't do it to others ever again. And now, with the help of Kenan Thompson, who is a fan of iCarly, they expose his cheating live on iCarly by tricking him into a closet as he was expecting to meet Tori there waiting inside for him. He gets busted and embarrassed and runs away. Tori and Carly become friends and everyone lived happily ever after. Except for Steven, he did not. Aside from the main plot, the episode is fun. It plays more in the favor of iCarly tropes over Victorious tropes, where Victorious usually plays into the more satirical side of things. iCarly plays it more along the lines of reality, taken a bit more serious. But the side stories of Andre not wanting to ruin his newfound relationship with Kenan Thompson, culminating in Kenan fully embracing the fun of everything going on. Rex's rap battles, Trina, well, doing Trina things and losing kids she was supposed to babysit. Kat can't talk because of a throat infection and has a robot headband that speaks out what she types on her pear phone. Spencer, he gets in a hot tub. And that's all among a few other small story details to give every character at least something to do here. Listen, it was a fun time. I remember when this premiered 10 years ago on TV. It was a big deal aside from some characters appearing as other characters in each other's shows. This was the first real big crossover for these two properties. We already know that these shows, plus so many others, Zoe 101, Drake and Josh, etc., all take place in the same telematic universe. So to see such a big deal for these two to come together was awesome. I think just having Kenan Thompson there was such a big deal on its own. A Nickelodeon veteran, all that, Kenan and Kel both helped shape the future landscape for shows like iCarly and Victorious to succeed today. Kenan brought that same energy he had back when he was a teen doing Nickelodeon work mixed with his newfound energy from SNL. He was my highlight of this episode just because of how much Kenan and Kel has meant to me, and also how much Good Burger has meant to me. And hey, don't give me attitude. It's a cinematic masterpiece, and maybe I'll make a video on it eventually here on the channel. The ending of the episode having a combined musical number that mashes up the iCarly theme song and the Victorious theme song, while having all the main cast members from both shows jump in and sing it, was a fun bit to see as well. The episode, though, doesn't do much to push either show to a new level or bring anything truly new to the table, but what it did bring was a fun celebration of both of these shows and their growing fan bases. In fact, it even premiered as a movie in Los Angeles on June 4th, the week before its television premiere, with an orange carpet and all. Nickelodeon went all out for this and heavily promoted this as the big summer event you couldn't miss. So at least here, it was good to see some faith and backing of the shows from the network and giving fans of both something special.
It's me!
So yeah, that was the cool way iCarly and Victorious came together with their unique takes on social media and the content creator space. A fun event that enlarged this ever-growing list of shows that exist in the same universe. Next week, we are going to be taking a look at the iCarly revival and my thoughts on it after watching it, so stay tuned for that. And then the following Friday, I have a fun look into Victorious for you all. It'll be a dive into why that show was special and possibly how they could follow suit with a revival similar to iCarly's. And of course, more cartoon content goodness for you sprinkled in between it all. I am beyond thankful for all of the support you've shown this channel and the content. I love sharing my personal journey with movies and television with you all, and I'm so happy so many of you are enjoying the videos and recall your own experiences with these shows and films. And as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leaving a like helps it out so much. I truly appreciate it. Subscribe for more content like this, and until next time, later.